Happy Thursday, everybody. Let's get crazy right now. We got a special guest coming on right now. The guest from the CLS Experience episode this week, the iconic Randy Garn. Oh, everybody's out today. This is phenomenal. Jesse, Alex, CLS Experience in the house. Alyssa, Jen, Aleska, Gary, Isaac. You guys are on fire. Who's ready to get absolutely nuts? Straight up. Yep. CLS Experience going nuts. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to wait for Randy to come on. Oh, Helene Siegel's in the house. Everybody give Helene Siegel some love. Big Dave. Yup. You guys are great today. Big Nick in the house. Yes. We're going to bring on our guest right now, and we're going to get a little nuts. Pretty simple. Pretty straightforward. So there's that. Okay? Yep. How's everybody doing? Drop in the chats right now what your state is from 1 to 10. Noel in the house. Yes. You guys are on fire tonight. 7 out of 10, no problem, no big deal. How many of you guys are vibrating on a very high frequency tonight? In other words, your thoughts are powerful, they're intentional, they're purposeful. You're ready to rock, you're ready to make some moves. You're in that frequency of creation, right? Yeah, Jesse, I know you're living in your vision. I know this. Yep. Where are you guys calling in from today? Let us know in the chats as we wait for our guest. And let's get crazy. Pretty simple stuff. Mark Miller in the house. Big Randy. There he is. Yes. I'm going to bring Randy on. The iconic, legendary, juggernaut behind the juggernaut, Randy Garn. Right now, let's get nuts. Yes!
My brother, what's up?
There he is. How you
How we doing?
You look great.
Hey, dude, I'm just trying to be like you, brother. That's it.
Where are you?
I'm just in my office.
Very nice. So good to see you as always.
Yeah. Well, tell me what's happening, man, dude. It's so pumped being able to be here with everybody, and dude, this is an amazing new year. I hope everybody's excited about 2022 because it is what we make it. That's what my thing is, like, dude, it is what we make life.
Beautifully said. And again, that's where I would drop the mic, but we just started the conversation. And guys, for the audience, Randy's so right. And he's just so wise in the way he articulates things. 2022 is what you make of it. How bad do you want it? Pretty simple stuff. I can't wait to see you in a couple weeks in Atlanta. I'm going to give you the biggest bear hug.
It's gonna be it'll be wonderful, man. I mean, I'm pumped to be out there. I'm excited to see John Maxwell again, and Ken is just such a great human, and pumped to be able to get to know some of the other people. We got Jen Gottlieb's coming out as well, and so it's just gonna be an epic event. Awesome.
I was with Jen yesterday. She was a guest of my membership, and it's funny because the episode that we dropped this week on the show, million dollars. Everybody's loving you, Randy, and they all want you to be a speaker in the membership. I said, well, ask him tonight on the live. I'm sure he would love it.
Well, I love it, man.
Yeah.
Well, I think some of the main things that we can think of this year, for me, I always pick a really good word for the year. And my word for this year is this intentionality. Be very intentional about our time. And that's really what I'm focused on right now, is how can I be more intentional about giving and supporting and lifting those that, I've been super, super blessed in my life, my career. And for me, I can only eat so much. I can only put on 1 pair of pants a day, but I really, really want to be very intentional about giving back.
I love that. And I know that's your whole persona, and you live and breathe that stuff. And it's like something that we discuss on the podcast, like, you'd much rather be in the position of the record label and the artist. You want to facilitate and see everybody else fly and soar and genuinely win, because there's enough abundance out there for us all to win.
Yeah. I mean, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about?
For 2022?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Ray, It's funny you asked because, and I've been saying this all week, for like the first time in my life, New Year's Eve didn't feel like I wanted to make some big drastic changes this year. I've been very
Yeah.
blessed in 2021, a lot of great things going on. I've never been in a more real, authentic, and like receiving frequency. And I just want more. I just want more of it. I want to be able to support more people, help more people, reach more people, make a bigger impact, continue what we're doing. I can't wait to be on stage with you later this month. The podcast is growing, the coaching, all that stuff. Just more of it. I feel very blessed and very grateful.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. So the audience has a couple questions for you. Number one, they were so fascinated by how much you respect and still love the old school but yet iconic, timeless, handwritten note.
They love that, huh?
Yeah, they loved it.
Well, one of the things that I learned is, right when I was, I mean, literally in 1998, when we first started, we started working closely with Zig Ziglar and Dennis Waitley and Harvey McKay. I've been on Harvey's board for years now. And one of the things is like, things don't change, people don't change. And one of the things that I really, really love is never be boring and never be predictable. And so in doing that, I love to write a little personal note. I mean, I've got my whole stack of notes I could share with you here. I just had some other personal ones, but even if it's like a little postcard or whatever, just to let people know you're thinking about them and that you love them and that, you're there to help support them. I mean, there's never been a time greater in history where people that you may not think of, that you think they have everything together, they still need somebody. I mean, I had a really good friend of mine ask me one time, I mean, I had two sets of twins under the age of 4, and I was leading our church, and I had, 2 companies going, and it was just bananas. And I remember a really good mentor of mine, he looked at me and he said, Randy, who lifts you up? Who calls you? Who do you go to? And I never thought about that, but I have never forgotten that. So right now, I never forget to reach out to those people that we think they have everything together and everything's going good. I think that's what's so important, is that we are all human. We literally are like, I really truly believe we're spiritual beings having a human experience. And so you think about it, like, Craig, who lifts you up? Who are we there for who could I call at 3 a.m. if I needed him? It was in a crisis. And I have really good friends like that. But I really thought about that because I was really trying to run so hard, and I'm sure that I was just exhausted. And that was a time in my life when I was way out of balance. And now I think about that day when he's like, Randy, who lifts you up? And I really needed him at that time. And he said to me, he's like, dude, I'm here for you. And he meant it. Because a lot of times people say that, but he meant that. And then we just sat and talked in New York for just 2 hours until like 1 o'clock in the morning. And just like, dude, how could we help and lift and build each other up through this life? And so that, I'll never forget that. And so that's one of the reasons why I do handwritten notes. I'll do it to people that I may see, I'll watch on social media, or I know this went through a hard time. I've got a couple going out today with the book. I know they just got diagnosed with cancer and other things. So it's like just paying attention and being present, but never being predictable and never being boring has been a really good tool of success for me.
And I can confirm you never are predictable and you never are boring. And also, like, there's an old expression, like, people might not remember what you said, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. And so simple, yet so effective. Like, putting the effort to do a handwritten note, it just goes so far. And I want to acknowledge you for a second, Randy. It talks about, like, the character and just the type of man you are. And I remember after we filmed the podcast, after we went off air, I said to you, I said, Randy, how can I support you? And you just said to me straight out, like, let's just build a friendship. Let's experience some life together. That was just the most genuine thing. And I just want to let you know I appreciate you so much, brother.
No, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. Well, we got one more from the audience, and I will be respectful for your time. I know you got a lot of stuff going on. 2 words that you say that I know means a lot to you, but the audience might not be familiar. Raising necessity.
Dude. So 2 words. You want me to expound on that for you, Coach?
Please.
All right. So this is not my word. This is Brendan Burchard's word, and from High Performance Habits. If you don't have the book, like literally, if you have not read High Performing Habits, you need to get it and read it.
Audience, you hear that? Grab it right now.
Get it. Like, go to Amazon, grab Brendan Burchard's book, and if you will go get that and you'll dive into that, I'm not talking like snorkeling, I'm talking scuba dive into habits. It's made the biggest impact. Get the journal to go along with it and the book. But there are 6 habits to high performers. It's number one, is to be very clear, is to seek clarity. Number 2 is to generate energy. If you're clear with where you're going, your energy is going to be higher. And I always say that you don't have a time management issue, you have an energy issue. A lot of people think I don't have enough time. No, you don't have enough freaking energy to make it happen. Number 3 is once you've got a good alignment and clarity and you have high energy, then you raise necessity, which raising necessity is much more than goal setting. Raising necessity is getting with your team and being like, by the end of this year, we are going to do $20 million in sales, and we're going to figure out how to do it. I'm signing up for the Kona Half Ironman again. I signed up for 2 triathlons this year. I've raised necessity. I set a timeline, and I know I'm doing it. I have to do it. So it's those immovable things that you say as to yourself as a human, that you create your own habits, that you're going to do what you say you do. That is how you actually build true confidence, is doing what you say you're going to do. And by raising necessity, stretching yourself into a way of life that make you improve and you continually increase with your life. You become a better human every single day. You're not sliding backwards. So I want everybody on here to think about one super freaking hard goal you want to do this year. Write it down, set a date, and go do it. And make sure that you're not going to let yourself down. So that's what I would say. That's raise the necessity, is setting goals that are immovable, unshakable, unapologetic, and that you're going to make sure that you do it and stretch yourself to be a better human.
The way you articulate that is so special, Randy. And you're basically not tricking yourself, but you're giving yourself massive accountability, because when you raise necessity and you chase after that really hard moonshot or accomplishment, it becomes a non-negotiable. And so now you're like a heat-seeking missile, and you're going after it, and you're attacking it, and you're burning the ships. There is no sign of retreat. So I love the way you said it. For the audience listening, that's so valuable, guys. Pick one really hard thing. And it doesn't have to be a physical pursuit, although I know that both of us love those, right?
Dude, 100%. It could be as simple as, I want to be speaking on a stage, or I'm going to start my company this year, or I'm going to get out of that really hard relationship, that abusive relationship, or I'm actually going to start going to church for the first time in my life, or it could be I'm really struggling mentally and I'm going to seek help, or it could be I'm going to become friends with these 5 people that I don't know. I'm going to try to raise up. So it's whatever that is hard, go raise necessity and go make it happen.
Yeah, and it's funny you said that, because one of those people on my list was to become friends with you, and it's just the beginning of the year, and I'm so excited, so grateful for the friendship, and the best part about it, Randy, is it's just the beginning. You're on fire. You're awesome. What do you got going on this weekend? Anything good?
Yeah, so I've got, I've got pheasant hunting that we're doing tomorrow with a group of guys, just in the morning from 8 to 10. That'll be super fun. We got some people that are in town, and then we're going to go skiing. We're going to hit Deer Valley on Saturday morning and go see if we can get some good runs down. Go do some burners.
And some burners. I love it, and I know you will. Do you know what your schedule is for Atlanta? Do you know what days you're flying in and out?
Yeah, I fly in the 27th and the 28th, and then I believe I leave the night of the 28th. But I'm working on that schedule right now. But yeah, I'm so pumped to meet everybody and see everybody there, and to give you and Ken a huge hug, and John Maxwell and Jen and everybody else that's speaking and attending. It's super fun that we're pulling off this live event, and I think with everything that's going on, it's this is going to be an epic event. I'm actually going to talk about the habits. I'm going to talk about raising necessity at the event. I'm going to talk about how you have just amazing energy in your life, that people want to be around you, and that you can accomplish more and do more, and how to be more productive in our lives, and how to seek clarity for this year. So I'm going to really do a deep dive and get our hands in the meatloaf on what it means to create just really meaningful habits in your life.
I love it, and I love you and respect you so much that it's actually fascinating. So I can't wait to hear you speak and give you that hug in person, just building the friendship. And Randy, straight up, thank you so much for coming back for a sequel today after the podcast broke records, and just dropping nuggets and gems like you always do, and just bring in such an upbeat and contagious and unbelievable energy. Thank you so much.
Well, dude, you're the best, man. I sure appreciate you a ton. Let's get rowdy.com today. Let's make it happen.
Let's get it, and enjoy those burners this weekend.
Okay, will do, Bo. Thanks a ton.
So many nuggets, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you haven't listened to the episode yet on the CLS experience, what are you waiting for? It already broke records. Noelle in the house, Cynthia, Alexandra, Jesse, Helene Siegel. Randy's awesome. He's just got nuggets. He's a genuine good person. He wants to facilitate and see everybody else win. And you know what? This day and age, that's actually rare. So I want to acknowledge him for that and give him kudos. And raising necessity, guys, like find a target, find a big challenge, a moonshot for 2022. Sign up for it. It doesn't have to be a marathon, although it could be. It could be, like he said, starting a business venture. BK in the house. It could be getting on stage, maybe writing your first book, allocating some time to putting in pages and so forth, putting yourself out there for a relationship, becoming the best version of you. Whatever the case may be, sign up for it. Put yourself out there, and that gives you massive accountability, and it obviously facilitates non-negotiables. So now that the target's out there, you aim for it. The attention is set. Once the attention is set, now all of a sudden it's possible. And then you start taking action, now it's actually probable. So that's the difference, guys. So that's just great stuff. It's a law of attraction in action. I can't wait to see Randy at the end of this month at the big event. John Maxwell, Randy, Trucks will be there, Meltzer, Jen Gottlieb, so many people, super exciting stuff. Sales experience, you're on fire. I see you. Guys, bottom line, let's have an unbelievable night. Stay in that high frequency, vibrate at that high level, and don't forget to go old school and whip out the handwritten note and so forth, and all the stuff that Randy was saying about raising necessity, and just challenging yourself, right? And getting in those burners at the end of the weekend probably doesn't hurt either. So that's really it, guys. You guys are on fire tonight. You guys don't want to leave, huh? No problem. Neither do I, because there's no place I'd rather be. But we get the mastermind coming up in an hour. I got to prep for that and get ready. I know a bunch of you guys are on right now. And bottom line is this. I love you guys. 2022 is right now. Noelle in the house, Becca, Big Nick, Jess, Kelly, Cynthia, Helene Siegel, the matriarch of the Siegel family. Everybody give my mom some love. Noelle, you are old school. We get an old soul in the house. So, guys, that's pretty much it. Let's get absolutely crazy for the rest of the day. And let's just get nuts for the rest of the week, right? And just lean into 2022. Moonshots, intention, action, good vibes, good energy. Believe you are receiving. Hang around the right people, your sphere of influence, right? Do the people around you feed you, or do they bleed you? Are the people around you elevating your state? When you're around those people that it is that you're around, your sphere of influence, do they make you want to do better, reach higher, soar higher, stretch yourself, and so forth? And if it's not, then maybe it's time to reconsider who your circle is and who you hang around with. So there's that. All right. Told you we're going to get a little crazy tonight, a little strange, a little bit of sprinkle of weird, and just a lot of good energy and passion, guys. Bottom line, I want to land the plane with this. I love you guys, every single one of you. I want to see you all fly, win. I know what you're capable of. I know your potential. Okay? You gotta know your potential. You got to believe that you are worthy, of living the life that you desire. And if you get the right strategies and you surround yourself with the right people, there is literally nothing that you can't accomplish. Stacy in the house. Yeah, we're always getting weird. Becca, I'm going to see you in an hour. All right, guys. So, and if you're not already in the CLS book club, sign up, go to the bio, and hit the book club. It's totally free. It's a community of great people. Right now, we just started. We're reading Dr. Joe Dispenza's book, Becoming Supernatural, entering that quantum, the fifth dimension, where you are no one, nothing, and nowhere, and you can rewrite your code. So it's a lot of fun. It's good people, and these are the type of people you want to surround yourself with. All right, guys. So on that note, I love you guys so much. Bottom line, Cynthia in the house. Cynthia, you're always great. All right, guys. Have a good night. Love you.